DNA, Animal Kingdom, Lightworkers on Earth. July 26, 2013. Animals are in no way inferior to human beings, they are just different in the way that their connection to Source has not been severed from their conscious psyche. Unlike human beings, who have a third brain, called intellect, animals rely merely on their instinct. This does not make them inferior to you, however. Human beings, because of certain choices that they have made or that has been made for them, have only a possibility of fully connecting to Source. This possibility has to be pursued through a lifetime of effort in order to return home, to Source. This relates to the so-called human condition, when humans have separated from the other beings in the kingdom of God. Humans have a different journey to that of the beings that you consider animals. In a way, animals are perfectly balanced, and humans have lost their ways when compared to animals. Many human beings could set their goal to become as true of heart and pure as animals. Think of these words: has an animal ever lied to you? Betrayed you? Been dishonest to you? Has an animal ever tried to exploit you, or manipulate you? This is the kind of thing that we are talking about. Animals do not feel fear of death, hardly have a feeling of frustration, no ego, no vanity, no pride, no preconceived ideas. They allow things to unfold and adapt to what is available to them. The animal genes have not been tampered with to the extent that the human genes have been tampered with at some points through time. Human genes are a mix of genetic material from all over the universe. However, that DNA was being downgraded from the original DNA strand for many reasons through time. The fall of Atlantis is the last time that your human DNA was downgraded. Those directives came from the higher spiritual hierarchy in order that you could cope with the task that you had at hand. There is a plan to restore your DNA, and many of you know of this already. This restoration will take place throughout the coming generations, and has already begun. There is also the possibility of having your DNA restored on the Galactic Federation ships, on inner Earth chambers and on your own. Indeed, through meditation and spiritual work, your own light can undo some of the damage that your DNA has been experiencing at least since your birth, perhaps even before that point for those of you who are very spiritually advanced. You can improve your self-awareness, your conscious level, and your power of compassion on your own, with the only tools at your disposition, namely working in spiritual groups, following your soul group work through lifetimes, and clearing your karmic residue. Life itself is a wonderful teacher. Friends and families are also a support for you all. Work on your consciousness can necessitate some level of conscious suffering, which is a foreign idea to many lightworkers. However, many spiritual paths have their own method and are based upon just that, seeing yourself and the truth of the situation on earth, which can cause some level of suffering for those of you who are on the way to awakening. The idea that liberation, DNA repair, rising in awareness and in conscious love can be viewed as a lifetime work is also foreign to many of you, dear ones. However, we recommend that you do some genuine soul searching and research on these topics in your own time. We know that your love for Mother Earth, for humanity, and for your galactic families has virtually no limit. We feel that some of you need to walk their talk, to use an Earth expression. This will also show the way to those who feel more confused and lost. Do not feel disturbed when you are prey to confusion, as this is generally a positive experience, indicative of an inner opening for you, or of a falling of the barriers that are built around you. Many of you are ready to leave this planet called Earth. Many among you dream of leaving it, to ascend into a higher plane of existence, and never to return. We sympathize with those of you having those feelings. However, if you are still on Earth, it means that your life contract has not been fulfilled just yet, and that your responsibilities, or your karmic cleansing require you to remain in your position for a longer period of time. We know of your desire for higher matters, for peace, for joy. These are inner feelings that you would need to share with the world around you, even though the thought of it may cause you the suffering we have been speaking of above. Share your light, share your love for all that is. Don't be afraid of being hurt by the outside world, by the non-believers. You would have to put yourself in their place to be able to help them, to truly understand them, truly love them and bless them. Your work for us and the higher hierarchy is very valued, and we are thankful for the constant work for the Light and the Galactic Federation. We know of your wish to help even more, and of having the entire planet ascended at once. However, it is Mother Earth who is the only one who can decide on these matters. Political and warfare matters are speeding up, which is causing you a great deal of pain at times. There are clearly two underlying currents opposing each other now, one of freedom and justice, and one of ever deeper corruption and abuse of trust, leading to exploitation, fear and chaos. Do not be caught up too much in the happenings of the outside world. The law of attraction will protect you as much as it can, so will your guardian angels and guides. Ask them for their protection and their love, and you will not feel alone in times of fear or despair. We love you all very much, even the ones of you who do not believe in us, the ones who attack our messages and our name. We do understand your feelings of frustration and send our love to you always. Thank you, SaLuSa from Sirius. Channeled by Laura Multidimensional Ocean. multidimensionalocean.wordpress.com. AuroraDreamFlights2.wordpress.com